Morning, children. How are you? I hope you all are doing well and you have revised the first lesson or topic that I sent to you. If you remember, it was on storage devices, right? Now, today I am going to begin with second topic of the same chapter of your book, and the topic is the input devices. Okay, now let us discuss this topic in detail. Now, input devices, as you can see on the picture here. Now, first the definition: devices that are used to provide data and instructions to a computer. All right. Now, as you all know, computer needs some data and some instructions to carry out the processing, isn't it? So you can provide the data and the instruction to a computer through some devices that are known as input devices. As you can see the names here, they are the most common one, as you all know, it's the keyboard. Then we have the mouse, joystick, scanner, digital and web camera, light pen and microphone. You can see the pictures of all these devices here. Now, as in the next slides, we are going to discuss the functioning and what is the working of each of these devices. Now, first to come is the mouse. Now, as you all know, you have been working on the computer since so many years. Mouse is a pointing device with two buttons and a scroll wheel. If you can see the picture here, this is the mouse. It has two buttons. One is the left button and another is the right button. And in between these, you are seeing this scroll wheel. Okay. And what's the use of the mouse? It is used to move the pointer to choose certain options on your screen. Okay, so when you are working on a window, when you have to choose open a menu, a drop down menu, or you have to click somewhere, you use the mouse. Mouse gives you with three operations: single click. Now what happens in single click? This is the left mouse button. When you click it only once, that is called as single click. Okay, and the appropriate action happens when you click it. It depends on which area of the screen or the window you are clicking on. Second is the double click. Double click is when you click this left mouse button two times quickly and continuously. That is known as the double click. It is mostly used, if you remember, to open the folder, or if there is an icon on the desktop, to run that icon or that program, single click will not be enough. So you will need to double click that icon. And then you have the right click. Right click, when you click this right mouse button once, that is called as right click. Now, what happens when you click? It again depends on the area where you are clicking. A small pop-up menu is shown with certain most commonly used commands or options are there. You can click on that command or that option, whichever you want. Like for example, if I do the right click here on this screen, I'm getting this menu. This is the context sensitive menu or the pop-up menu that comes on the right click. There are two types of mouse. If you can see, mechanical mouse, there is a rubber ball at the bottom. When you move it on the surface, it moves the pointer on the screen. Now these mouse are not very commonly used. You have optical mouse that has a light beam to detect the movement on the screen. All right. Okay. Now next two input devices are, first is joystick. If you see on the picture, and many of you are knowing it, it is mostly used to play computer games. You can see this is the joystick here. You hold this and you move. When you move it, this stick in various directions. A particular figure also moves on your gaming screen. It also has got a trackball. Here you can see it. When you move it, certain action happens when you are playing the game. Now you have this device known as scanner. Now what it is? Scanner, you can say, it is just like you have certain text or some image on a paper. Okay, and you want that paper, text or image onto your computer screen as a soft copy so that you can make some changes in it, or you want to save it for future use. So the scanner performs the job for you. You keep that paper here, you run appropriate software for it, and it creates a digital image of that text or picture, whatever you have placed on the scanner's screen. There are few types of scanners: handheld scanner, flatbed, drum scanners, etc. Now moving further, you have two more devices here. One is the digital camera. Now what digital camera is? It stores your images digitally on memory card. Okay, when you click a picture, the image is stored on a card. It immediately shows you the preview of that picture. Preview means you can see on the screen how the picture is coming. If you like it, you can save it. Otherwise, you can take the picture again and delete the previous picture. Now, this was not possible with older film based cameras. If you know, earlier cameras were such, they used to have a film roll inside them. Now on that film roll, when you click a picture, the picture was there, you cannot see it before developing it and you cannot edit it. So once the whole roll was exhausted, means all the pictures were taken, you used to take that reel to the photographer, and there was a process that took 1 or 2 days, and after that he used to give you the photographs. Whatever the photographs, however they may be, you have to accept them. Now web camera is it is mostly used during video chat or conferencing to send live pictures through internet. Like we are chatting with somebody on some social media sites, you can use the web camera. Again, you have two more input devices, light pen and microphone. Now what light pen is? Light pen is a pen-shaped device with a photocell. When you move this pen onto a surface like this tab, it draws here and those lines or drawing are shown on the computer screen connected with this tab. It is mostly used to explain something when somebody is giving a demo online, or you must have seen when during even cricket matches, the commentators use this light pen to show something that is going on the playground. Next is microphone. Microphone is, in short, it is called as mic. It transfers sound into a digital format. When you are speaking something and when you are recording some sound, it transfers that sound onto a digital format and saves it for you onto the computer. And last but not the least, your most important input device and the most commonly used is the keyboard. Now how the keyboard looks like, you can see the picture here. It is the most common input device which is made up of keys to enter data. Now when you press these keys, it sends a scan code to the processor. Okay, suppose I press this key A here. There is a particular code for every key, and the processor and the operating system decodes that key and determines which character you have pressed from the keyboard. If you can see some, let us discuss some most commonly used keys. These keys that you are seeing, Q, W, E, R, T, Y, these are known as alphabet keys. These are used to type your alphabets. Then on the right hand side, you have the numeric keypad, or the number keys are there. Number keys are also present on the top row here. You have some special keys like the function keys, F1, F2 till F12. Their function depends on the program or application that you are using. They have different functions with different program, but some are common, like F1 is usually for starting the help feature. There is an escape key. Some special keys are there like spacebar, alt key, control, shift, enter key, tab key. Now these are like shift, control. They themselves do not do any purpose, but they are used in combination with other keys. Like if you know it very well, Control plus S is used to save a file. Okay, Control plus P is used to send some document to printer. So like this, they are called the special keys. Some other keys you have, home key to reach the to take the cursor back to the home, or when you are working in a long document, you can reach up to the topmost page and topmost line by pressing the home key. Delete and page up, page down to move or scroll faster in a document. Arrow keys to move your cursor to up, down, left and right. So these are some of the keys that most commonly we are using on the keyboard. Okay children, so this was all about your input devices. In the next demo, next session, I am going to take up the output devices. Please keep revising your lessons. If you forget something, you can open the videos anytime that you wish, and please do the assignments that I send you. I'm trying not to send you very long assignments, just 1 page or 1.5 page. So please keep sending me the work regularly. Thank you and wish you all the best.